Hello Grifters and welcome back to some more Griftlands. We are back in with Rook's story in day 2. After having completed a mission for Calandra here. It's been a few days since I played, so let's have a look at the deck. And I was sitting here looking at my stuff. We have some decent decks, I think. It's kind of tricky. I'm looking at both of my decks. Barring the fact that some of the cards are still not upgraded, that's a mutator, right? So that's not something I can really work with. But what we can work with is what kind of decks we build. And I feel like my decks are kind of weird, not really super synergetic. Not as much as... It's not my worst decks, but also definitely not the best I've had. And still playing on the highest prestige level so far. I do feel like I should... be doing better or get better. We'll see. Let's go to the black market and see if anything is able can we still pay extra for removing cards. 40 is not that bad for a second card. Maybe we do want to do it. 60 reduction on buying cards as well means we can get some relatively cheap ones. But there's not really anything here that I particularly need. Then over here we can buy grafts from Plucker. What are you doing here? You're a member of the Spark Barons, are you? I am. And this... Oh, we've been through this. Yeah. Thought it was a new thing. A new graft slot only cost us 90. But 140 for a battle thing. I see. Not something we'll do right now. We might do that at the end of the day, though. And here, 40 for a the lowest tier of graft, which is not that bad, but this is not a good one, the twin shot. Oh, you know what? I guess I just realized in the previous episode where we saw this one, I was talking about how this is not a good combo because I gain stuff off of having... not having my charges filled up. But if we look at the graphs now, whenever you gain charge, gain 2 defense... That means that you gain them in the first turn. So this in fact gains me 4 defense immediately in the first round without me doing anything. So that's actually pretty good. For 40 bucks. Negotiation graphs, we can get the Distresser. Vulnerability is twice as effective for and against you. No thank you. And the Locust Breaker, whenever you draw 5 or more cards in a single turn, gain 1 bait. That's really good if you can proc it. So I don't think we actually do that. We need... The thing about these grafts that I have not yet really figured out, I think I did it once and then I don't really remember, I didn't do extensive testing, but whenever you draw 5 or more cards in a single turn, my question then is, does that include the initial draw for the turn? If it does, then it seems kind of silly because you always draw 5 cards at the start of every turn, so why not just say every turn? But that means to me that it probably is not how it works. You need to do this. This is 5 extra draws, I think, because otherwise you just gain 1 bait every turn, which is really good. I'm gonna buy this battle graph for 40. That's really cheap, and it's only our second battle graph out of 5. Yeah, and then there's a good chance that we can get it leveled. This thing. All right, that was a nice little pickup. When it upgrades, it just gains 3 charge. Yeah. Alright. Open map. Now we are gonna go and work for Filimo. Visitor, patron, vendor. Vendor is the one. Buy Spark equipment. Anything here worth noting? The Robone is really good. But I don't know that I want to pay 90 for it right now. So let's skip it for now. You've returned. Do some dirty work. What next? Cut to the chase, don't you, old chap? Why the pack of barren dogs? A pack of order dogs have malfunctioned and is terrorizing the bog. We get bonus money out of this. Alright. The executives keep wondering when we'll come up with another automech, you know. Our most successful enterprise, and it was brought to us by a laborer. No small wonder. Labor without the labor disputes, as it were. Labor without the labor disputes, as it were. I'm confused by this conversation. I'm not sure at all what they're talking about. Please, They are virtually useless without a handler, brainless automatons. To keep the directors happy, we came up with the dogs. But they have the unfortunate habit of going feral. And you wouldn't guess, and wouldn't you guess, the blasted things know the bark better than anyone living. We have reports that there's a whole colony loose, preying on wayward laborers. Bad for morale, not to mention attendance, I should say. Indeed. Well, I'm sure you know what I'm asking. Go and kill some robodogs. You should be able to track the pack from there. Must have been violent, even if even you're using euphemisms, old chap. Less said about the better. The less said about that, the better. Oh, but when you destroy the chassis, be sure to salvage the core. We can run a diagnostic and likely as not repair. We can run a diagnostic and likely as not repair the. Either I am completely off, or these are weirdly worded, because I can't read anything right now. Anyway, investigate the attack site. Okay. Interesting. I haven't done this quest before, so I don't really know what to expect. We'll probably be fighting multiple dogs. Let me pass by the last stand here. Don't know what I'm looking for. I guess we are going for it. You find signs of a recent struggle in the clearing. Bloody scraps of metal and clothing are strewn about, and the distinct odor of ozone hangs heavy in the air. You're kicking over a particularly grisly piece of scrap when you realize you're not alone. Keejchen eyes you warily. He is a rise fampletier. What are you doing here, sir? What are you doing here, grifter? You see this? This carnage? This is what you're working for. I should teach you a lesson. Keejchen reaches for his weapon. So we can either fight him or convince him to work for us, which I think will be the right choice here. Because if we get XP off of both and I need to get some help with the auto dogs, I can't imagine fighting 3 or more on my own. Especially after taking more damage from this guy. The thing is, we could level up cards off of him. But I think I want to try to convince him to help us. Wait, we want the same thing. You don't have to like me or who I work for, but hear me out. We should hunt down the pack together. Okay. Conductor, right, we get this one at the start. We were unlucky there, very unlucky. But then we drew more cards. What happened here? Whenever you shuffle the deck, no. Start the negotiation. What happened? That was a very strange opening. Something in here. This one just gives me an action, so we should have... But no, we don't. This is a very, very strange start to this negotiation. I'm not sure what went on here, but we will carry on. It's almost as if 2 turns passed at the very start here. Did I end turn automatically? Or something? Maybe I hit space unintentionally, because the sticky card stayed, and then we drew again, and he spawned an argument. So I think the first turn was just skipped. Not something I did on purpose, not sure why that happened. Never mind then, okay. Strange. And he's procced his rise, call to rise thing twice on 2 different items here, so definitely that's what happened. Just not sure why. Okay. We can do Fallout. And then Prattle. For only taking 1 damage, and then we have Fallout online, which would be good. What else would I do? I can defend the whole thing, And then have one action left over to do what? Not really anything specific. Yeah, Fallout. Also nice to get an argument up no matter what. And then we'll prattle. I think I'll keep my Call It in hand. Well, this does damage now. More damage than before. But it'll draw me cards, which I'm not super interested in right now. I'm still bummed that we lost the first turn. I might have hit space unintentionally. I'll try to be more careful. Boosted rationale costs extra. Okay. Rig snails. We are on snails, so we can use a tall burn. That is probably what I should do. When this argument is destroyed, Keejchen restores 5 resolve for each propaganda in your hand. Oh, really? Aha. So I think we're definitely playing the tall burn. Is there something else that I should focus on leveling? That would be the pleasantries, if anything. I think we focus on taking as little damage as possible, and then we play the tall burn. Good. No reason to play the Call It, I think. This is a good one. The Sympathizer. Gain 2 actions, draw a card for each friend you have in the right, which is just 1, but still good. We got the stem that also increases costs of cards in my hands. Now this Call It here is costing 2. It's gonna be... Oh, this is good for the rant. Interesting. Huh, yeah, nice little combination here. Okay, I guess we're doing that. So, rant on to the mirrored Call It here for 3 dominance then. Then we should definitely destroy the Sympathizer this turn. There's 2 ways to go about it. I would like to do promoted trickery, hopefully being able to prepare the grunt. And then it does more damage. So let me do this. Cannot prepare anything. We can draw 2 cards and discard a card. That's not what we want either. Apply for Composure. Yes. There's the defense that we needed. Let me hit this one over here. There's a propaganda that can prepare a card. Should have checked my deck. There was a good chance we do it and we could have known that that was a thing. Too bad. Now we have 2 actions and no way to spend them all. Oh. Let me do the Slugstorm. Good, we drew a card then. And now we can spend the actions. Perfect. Use the boosted aloof. Do we want to use the propaganda? I don't think we need to. No. I'll save it. Stuff is happening. I feel like we lost 2 stacks of the dominance, and at least it like jumped twice. Did it do two turns in a row? No, it didn't. Not this time. Huh. I have no propagandas in hand, so nothing bad will happen with this one up here. Can we rig snails? No. What can we do? We can gamble. What did he use his Call to Rise on this turn? Nothing is increased in cost. Ah, this is why it jumped again. The killer drew, and that's why we have an extra dominance. I get it, okay. Let's call it. Okay. Oh, this one was reset in its cost, really? Don't we have the 2 costs? No way, I misunderstood this Call to Rise all along, really? At the start of each turn, a random card in hand costs 1 extra action this negotiation. This to me reads that it's for the rest of the negotiation no matter what you do. But apparently, if you discard it, which is what we did to this one, then it goes down by 1? I don't get it. I'm so confused right now. Can we upgrade in the middle of a combat? Or negotiation in this case? No. But we can see what we can upgrade into. Interesting. Okay. We're about to lose the Fallout. Can't really do anything about it. That means it's gonna tank for us though, so that's honestly fine. Can we finish it? Finish him. Probably not. Well, we need to get to snails basically, so let's try the Slug Storm, I guess. Did not get it. We can rant again. Do I have lethal? No, but I also kind of want to get more XP. Well, we're about to take damage, which I don't want. So I'm gonna gamble twice, I guess. It's also 4 damage, and we're about to lose the Fallout, which is the 4 damage. Yeah. And it draws me more cards this way. There's the snail. Now we do have lethal. So I should go for that. Let's get this... No, this one leveled XP. No, level this one. Oh, both of them are unlikely to finish. This one will guaranteed finish, but gain no XP. Aha. I think I'll take the chance and then try to get some XP going. Okay, we get another turn then. And we take 2 damage, not a big deal. Now we just want to get XP then. Of course we can't. Draw 3 cards. There you go, we have lethal. Can I though get more stuff going? Like XP, I mean. Propaganda, and propaganda means we both of those, like this is a way to gain an action for the turn basically, and so is this one over here. So let's play the snail hunt, just to XP. Then the visionary Radula. We could have prepared the prattle. That would not have soaked all the damage. Can I tank the damage? Not now. Damn it, I misplayed. We could have tanked the damage this way with the rationale here. We get 3 plus 2 is 5 out of 7 reduction. Oh, I'm not getting XP anymore. I didn't even notice. Never mind then. Choose a card first. There's another chance of the Roughneck, which we don't need more Snail Hunt for sure, so I don't know if I like this one. That's the thing. Someone's calling me. I gotta take this one. and I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I remember to cut this out. So here we go. This one's quite nice because it's free. Prepared, gain 1 action, but only if it's prepared. But then we need to start getting something that prepares cards anyway. And so in the anticipation of getting that, then the head turner would be pretty good. It's just a good card because it's 0 actions in theory. So I'm gonna add it in. This is like based on getting more stuff later. Okay, I think this one we either get +1 always or +2 when it's prepared, and since right now it's kind of unreliable, I'm just gonna get the reliable one. And then focus prattle, I think I do want to have the one not focused on anything being prepared, but also more targeted is quite nice. So I'll get that. Fine, Grifter, I'll work with you. But only until those barren monstrosities are put down. Great, so do you know where the pack went? Of course, isn't it obvious? Keejchen just... Rook didn't like that comment. Keejchen gestures at the markings on the ground. Just follow me. Are you calling me stupid? Using the information you got from Keejchen, you find the den. Scavenged scrap metal lies in a haphazardly assembled pile. As you get closer, the sound of buzzing and grinding coming from within is overwhelming. The Auto dogs themselves lie motionless around the den in various states of disrepair. It seems that without maintenance they are slowly falling apart. Suddenly, one of the dogs bolts upright. The still functional members of the pack attack. So, wow, look at that. Imagine me having to fight this on my own. This is insane. They're falling apart. This should be a cakewalk. Okay, so they at least are damaged or whatever. They're at least very weak. So we don't really care about Keejchen here. What we do care about is not being attacked ourselves. We have 6 defense already, so I'm already defending all of it. That's quite nice. I want to focus on getting XP then for us. Suppressing fire would work quite nicely though. And ammo pouch too. So let's go for ammo pouch. Gain concentration. Spend all charge is also a good card. Yeah, and then I'll just not use it yet. And then I'll level suppressing fire. Oh, they are applying wound to us. So the damage goes up as they are attacking. We got evasion, so we'll dodge the first attack and then take 5. And we can tank that. No, but we can figure out who's doing one of the attacks. Both of them. We can kill both. And that's all we can do. So we are gonna do that. I guess I'm dodging that, so let me maybe help Keejchen. Yeah, we can maybe kill this one. Oh, with his help we can definitely take this one out. And those that come in, they won't attack in the same round, but we have all the reserve fighters up here. So it's pretty rough. But we'll get through this. I guess we should apply the targeted thing. I'm taking 3, then 4, but it's gonna be 3, then 5 because of the wound. So 8. And I cannot defend that. So we need to kill the 4 attacker if we can. Yes, we can. 8 and then 1. The scanner isn't great here because the enemies will die rather quickly, so let me just level the kick and then level the quickfire. Poor Keejchen. We got a boxist on our side. This one heals whoever destroys it, so it's purely bad for us. It's good for them if anyone attacks it. We are definitely spending a charge to gain actions here. And then we're gonna hunker down. And I'm already at full defense here, so I can hunker down again. If I use the Hope Dumbstick, I can finally level the boat anchor a little bit. And you know what? This will actually work out quite nicely. Right, because I'm missing 8 health. I'll do it. Poor Keejchen. He'll be fine. And they are attacking these boxes. In fact, it's going to tank a little bit for us, so it works out. 5 incoming over here. Loaded blast is ready. Blinders is ready. What can be put up? I want that. I want the loaded blast. Who's attacking me? This one here. I'll overkill it this way, because I don't want to finish the fight too quickly here. I'm trying to level my cards, so this is wasteful, but it'll be good for us in the long run. But there might be more battles coming. I didn't think that through, and then we might not have Keejchen for that if he dies here. Now we got a grout knuckle on our side, and another box. They're the same boxes. So he's dying unless we help him, and we can. So we are doing that. We are gonna kill this one, and then that one, and then defending ourselves, getting the XP. Good, perfect turn in fact. We still don't want to finish it. We're still gaining XP here, so ammo pouch. I guess we will gain 2 charge. Hunker down. Gain 2 charge. I could have leveled the kick instead. I was hoping we would draw the scanner again, so that we get to level it. Great. And the gun smoke. Perfect. And then that's it. Right, it's over anyway. It's not like I can really do anything here. Suppressing fire levels up, either dealing 2 more damage or getting me more defense. I think we're getting a lot of defense every turn. So I'm thinking that we will get more damage output. Pick a battle card. The gunsling is so good, but we are not really concentrating that much. Spending 1 charge is great though. Deal 2 bonus damage per empty cell. Yeah, no, I don't want any of these cards. So this is probably a good time to click the decline button. You collect the auto-dock cores as Keejchen watches. When you are done, he speaks up. The Rise needs those cores. Thank you for your help. I'll be taking them now. Keep all the cores and kill him. He will like me if I let him keep all of them. We can convince him not to do it, or to take half, but I'm gonna keep all of them, get the most reward, and then kill Keejchen. I fought like hell to get these. I'm not giving them up without another fight, and he's wounded, so this is gonna be an easy one. But in fact, we would prefer not finishing him too quickly. That might be hard. I can't end it with these two here. But close. He's down to 1. But he regenerates, so if I don't attack him for a few turns, then he will be fine. Gunsmoke. Draw 2 cards. Can I end up not ending the fight here? No. But I'm not taking any damage. Here's a way to get some XP. Who's attacking with 14? You are. Oh, really? Oh, but I'm dodging everything. Perfect. Scanner. Then there's nothing else. No. If I hit this one, it'll counter. And I'm not sure, but that it might either take it with the evasion, or we would just take damage, neither which I want to have happen, so we'll pass. 5 from the Grout Knuckle, 2 from Keejchen. He's at 7. This one will give me a lot of defense, good. We can go blinders, and I'm not gonna level that ever. We need like, what, 15 more plays with it, so we don't need to focus on XP with that one. So let me go with the crank and hunker down. That's all the damage, and then I guess we'll attack the Grout Knuckle. No attacks incoming. Kick the Grout Knuckle. Hunker down. Now we're fatigued, so now we just want to end it. Still need to find a way to burn our targets so that we can use this ability for something. He gives up. What did we get here for killing him? Rise Manifesto. I'm gonna let him live. I don't really care for that one. Not for... Someone would hate me if I killed him. Oh, Surge Coil again. Okay. Or remove all debuffs on target and heal 2 per debuff. Huh. The brain tick is pretty nice. Oh, and another char. Ah. Do we have anything that applies debuffs to ourselves? No. Temporary power is a debuff that you can remove and then keep the power. That's only from the anchor that we're getting that, right? It also works on allies, and there's a lot of debuffs in the game that are kind of bad. I think it's a good pickup. 15 XP though, where we could level the Surge Coil almost certainly. And when we level the Surge Coil, if you have any overcharge attack twice, it just goes up in damage basically. One more minimum and 2 more maximum, or increasing minimum to 5. 6 XP here. This one we won't level, but it's good as it is, right? So, oh, and we can make it an attack. Interesting. Now, but the point is that we don't need to level it. I like it. Or the char would be really good if we had a combo to make stuff burn. The problem is that we don't, and so then I'm thinking that I would probably will remove the char that we already have with our ability to remove cards. Cheap. And make like a thick deck even thinner. Oh, 3 really good options here. That's kind of interesting. I think the char is unreliable before we get the actual burn, and having one burn card in the deck is not enough either, right? Because it will only be around for one turn, so you need multiple burn cards to make the chars really work, and then it gets good. But we're not there yet, so I'll get the burn take. Battle upgrades, Gunsmoke into gain action, or sorry, gain defense as well, or gain overcharge. Interesting. I'll take the defense. We have quite a bit of defense in the deck already, which is kind of good. Yeah, let me get the overcharge. Oh, that's fine. Here, overcharge ammo pouch into upgraded special cards. You gather all the spell cores and leave before the reinforcements arrive. That's it. Alright. Go and deliver the quest. Belimo, what brings you back? Hand over the cores. The pack won't be a problem anymore. Here are all of the cores. Great, that's one less thing to worry about. Quest bonus, nice. Very, very good. So, that should be about 30 minutes. Yes, it is. Oh, misclick. So I think we will end it here. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I hope it wasn't too bad with the cut in the middle. So see you in the next episode, and bye-bye.